A lot more rewarding.
I'm a traveler. I've lived outside this country. I've been very, very blessed to have been able to do this. And I'm telling you that the United States of America, there is no comparison. I'm telling you, there isn't. And you are blessed. And what country can you give honor to if it doesn't take care of its poor, its people? We are the example. Modesto itself, I know, during the time of Katrina and several other catastrophes in other cities, how the churches, busloads, people left in their cars and trucks to go down, taking food and clothing to Mississippi, Alabama. It wasn't just the Church of Christ or the First Baptist, or there were just people going to help people. And that's what's so beautiful, that motivates me to keep on keeping on. You know, within 2 weeks I'll be 76, and I am filled with energy and for the Lord to keep, if He continues as He has given me the energy that I've got, I can do mighty things here. I'm telling you, I intend to do that. And giving is one of them. I'm going to change the way I've been giving because He has continually given me. Not many people can say their home is paid for. And as a result of that, I'm able to change and look around and see who's doing what when I write my checks. And I have to steal one of Macy's things that's going right now. You see, that's one thing about these big companies. They know how to get your attention with the red bags. And what does it say? Believe. It catches you. It's funny how you always have to have a gimmick, something and it's important because they study you. A psychologist study you. They know what brings you into their store and what holds you. You don't think that music's out there to get you to bump and, you understand, get on with that, to hold your attention. But what I'm saying is we should have the same belief that Macy's had. And have you noticed that the economy, the people have spent billions on Black Friday. I don't know why they call it Black Friday. But this is known that we talk about there is monies. And all we need to do is believe and let go, loosen the pockets. And it can be done. We can help lots of people.
Open it up now to your questions and ask the panelists your questions tonight. Anybody have any questions that you'd like to contribute?
I've seen you from the corporate level where you're coming to ask the CEO, who I'm the speechwriter for, the PR guy, but I don't know how you think. Do you get up every morning and think like the CEO of Macy's thinks about the music jingles and the believe?
You've got to have something to appeal to people that they want to give. For an example, I was the president of an organization here in Modesto, which we just celebrated 25 years. I was with them for 14 years and decided to move on after. But I want to tell you, when I would approach a certain company, you have to sell you what you believe in. For an example, I went to a well-known company here in Modesto. First of all, we are the first Black women's organization that have lasted 25 years, and we've given over, I cannot even think of the thousands of dollars that we've raised. But these people were not aware of who we really were. So I met with the president of this company, and I began to tell him of the young men and women who they thought had no talents, who didn't have a future, and how we were able to, not just by the money supporting them, but we gave them hope and let them know that there was a possibility of them rising from their circumstance. And when I mentioned a couple, just by one chance, he remembered a particular family. And this person has been giving every year. So it's sometimes you have to sell your product, whatever it is. And the thing is, when you've got a good background, you can say, well, you know, I've been here for 5 years in Modesto and we've been able to accomplish thus, and so our record speaks for itself. It better do that. And you will find that people will help you. They really will. They'll open up their hearts and help you find the dollars. Even sometimes when the budget is already in, they will do that.
You have to market your product. You have to believe in your product and put together, certainly from a marketing standpoint, a packet of information that the CEOs feel comfortable with, because that's what they deal with in the business world. It's also a matter of working with other individuals that perhaps can be used as a resource to help you sell your product. So connecting with those particular individuals that might be more influential than you at the community level is critical. It's something that should be looked at, especially if you want to bring in the dollars. So you can have a beautiful program outline, a beautiful marketing packet with a lot of great information, but selling it is where it's at. So, keep that in mind when you go after the big money. Get people on your side that are knowledgeable, that are influential, and they can make a difference.
What can we as nonprofits, as faith-based organizations, as churches do to help incorporate the younger generations in that giving spirit?
We have failed, I believe, as grandparents and as mothers and fathers in teaching our children. There was a person who, just a few days ago, and I'm just throwing this in, whose son was going to receive a grant. And out of ignorance, she didn't know that the grants, she says, well, I don't have to pay it back, no, he gets a grant. Well, but she wasn't even aware that someone gave the monies for that particular, and this is what happens. We get monies given to us, or we write checks for our children, and they don't know or care where it comes from. They know that I have to say this. My daughter said to me once, well, Mother, you chose to work 12-hour shifts. That was kind of hurting, but yes. And I said, well, she said, well, tomorrow's not promised you. I said, yes, but just in case God is generous, I must put away a little something, because I don't think you all are going to have anything for me. Because this generation, they wear the Rolex. They want all of the... See, we didn't mind going to the Salvation Army and to the Goodwill Industries. We were so grateful they were there to buy the secondhand furniture to get us going. But today it's designer. If you don't have those Coach bags and all those kinds of things, you're not in. This is where it's at. I'm telling you, mentally, we have lost it in this country. It's all about the brand. And so we need to talk to I'm grateful that I have a grandchild that I'm trying to brainwash into realizing that you will not have this, you don't need this, and on and on. And fortunately, my son, who is the father, is backing me. But I'm telling you, it's because we have not been taught, and we need to start teaching. Giving, it's important. Look at the boy that started with the socks. I am so thrilled when I read about how many pairs of socks that see, again, I told you that it comes from the heart and from God. Giving is different than contributing. That little boy, I know you've read of him, how many pairs of socks for the homeless, the warmth. Listen, I'm so grateful to have on a pair tonight because it's cold out there. But I'm saying, just from a child, somebody taught him, he saw someone and had compassion, and it grew. That's what we lack in this. We need compassion. I tell you, I don't see color. Honest to God, if you're in need, come over to the ghetto. I've got pots, so I'm telling you, I can cook. I'm a Southern gal. And I will share. And that's the point. We need to use what we've got and share.